we came up a couple times and saw some great results with the acuscope and the myopulse, and so I was given some help lining up people with money, and so I was able to get on a lease program and lease the machines. I took my construction office out of my home, put it out in the greenhouse in the shop that I have, and I moved this into my old office, and we have it all set up now, and we've been treating people almost every day, several every day. It's very dramatic, the effects of this machine. I've had some shoulder pain and some lower back pain, even though I go to the chiropractor almost once a week and sometimes more if I get run down, you know. After many years of treatments, and my wife goes 3 times a week for 12 years, and it never goes away. The pain never goes away. It gets more tolerable, but it doesn't go away. I found that I had my assistant give me one treatment on a muscle in the lower back, and that took care of it. It hasn't bothered me since. Once we were introduced to this machine through Suzanne and saw how it worked and saw the benefits of it, we no longer questioned the machine. It was a matter of how are we going to convince other people they don't have to hurt. I have friends. I work for many physicians at the Mayo Clinic. I do their construction work. And they have wives and even themselves that have chronic pain. And they've taken the drugs makes them sick, so they go to the pain clinic, and there they teach them how to cope with their pain. And they have surgeries which don't fix the pain. And so they're in pain all the time, including my wife. And so I was interested in fixing that problem. And the acuscope and the myopulse can certainly do the job. So, I mean, that is worth its weight in gold, you know, because you're so distracted. Pain is so distracting and it's so exhausting, because every time you move, you got to catch yourself and you got to waste all that energy trying to protect the spot that's hurting. And people that hurt all the time don't realize what it's like not to hurt. And as I said, I'm a fixer, and so I was so eager to get this going in my area, because it is not pleasant to see people hurting around you and not be able to help them. So this machine is the intelligence here. You know, I don't have to be the doctor. All I have to be is a technician, and that means to know how to run it. And they tell me here at the clinic that I do pretty well at that. I don't know what it can't fix, to tell you the truth. I just don't know what it can't fix. I have worked with migraines, 1 treatment, taking care of migraines, 4 treatments. A woman's life was absolutely transformed. I have her testimony. She said she just felt young again, and she was about ready to lay down, you know, and give up, because she was so exhausted, so burned out, and so miserable. Probably my best buddy in the world was in a tractor accident when he was 15. Spent many months in a hospital. He's had dozens of surgeries and so forth, and they did numerous types of procedures that either made things worse or didn't help him at all. And after all these years, his shoulder has hurt him, and after many chiropractic treatments for maybe 2 or 3 years, his shoulder still hurt. I said, Phil, let me see if I can fix that. So Phil came to see me. And in 3 short treatments, his pain in his shoulder subsided, and he went on a trip to Kenya, a missions trip. He said, it's always miserable for me sitting in one place for so long. That shoulder just rips me apart. You know, it's just traumatic to go through that. And he said, this time I noticed that it was quiet. And several weeks later, he says, I think it's fixed. I'm not having shoulder pain anymore. Well, that was huge to him. You know, it's just such a privilege to be in a situation where you actually can contribute to people's sense of well-being, contribute to the quality of their life, and you make friends. I mean, that's huge.